even when the S&P 500 is making new all-time highs, there are still stocks that have the ability to roar higher. And not just because of takeovers. Consider Cramer fave Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen, the quick-serve restaurant chain formerly known as AFC Enterprises, with a stock that soared $5.54, or over 14% higher today, courtesy of a magnificent quarter. I've been telling you that Popeyes is a terrific turnaround story with huge growth runway ahead of it for years now. The company has nearly 2,250 locations, almost all of which are franchised, which insulates Popeyes from the cost of food inflation. And I think they could nearly triple to 6,000 stores, including the international growth opportunity, which is still in its early innings. Now, last night, Popeyes reported a 1-cent earnings beat off a 45-cent basis with somewhat higher than expected revenues, rose 16.1% year over year. Excellent same-store sales growth, 4.3% domestically, 4.5% globally. But what really caused the stock to soar is the fact that the company raised its guidance, boosting its full-year same-store sales forecast from the 2 to 3% range up to the 3 to 4% range, while also increasing its earnings forecast. This stock has already given you an 80% gain since I first got behind the company and its terrific CEO, Cheryl Bachelder, back in August of 2012, and I think there could be more upside ahead. Although after today's nearly 15% run, you might want to wait for a pullback to start buying. So let's check in with Cheryl Bachelder, CEO of Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen, one of my bankable 21 from Get Rich Carefully. Hear more about how the company's doing and where it's headed. Ms. Bachelder, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, so let's get right to it. A lot of people complained this quarter when they didn't do a good job that it was the weather. Others complained that it was the raw costs. You did not complain about the weather. You did not complain about the raw costs. Why is Popeyes doing so much better than the other restaurants?
You know, first, we try not to complain. We tackled the quarter with a good plan, a promotion, strong media plan, innovation, good value. And when we got hit with weather, like everybody else, we worked on the rebound. And I am so delighted at the rebound for Popeyes. Our guests came back, and we had a very strong quarter, as you noted.
Well, you also did some new things. Your media, your specials back to back. It sounds like that you had told us that we should be expecting from Popeyes now regular rollouts of specials with big promotion. It worked, didn't it?
Yes, it did, Jim. You know, our media funds are growing steadily with our top-line sales. It's the magic in franchising is as this company grows, so does the marketing budget. And we're just reinvesting that back to bring our guests in for exciting new products. Right now, it's Waffle Tenders. And I really encourage you, Jim, to get there and taste that great product.
All right, well, let's talk about Waffle Tenders. Now, my first reaction is, you know what? I don't have the physique to be able to go and have those. I also know, because I love your food, and we kind of go nuts every time we have you on, that it's not necessarily the healthiest, but people think that there's a big organic and natural trend. Why are you putting up numbers that indicate that that's not the only place to be?
Well, you know, we just make great tasting food. That combination of the crunch of a waffle with a great chicken tender is just a delightful treat. And we're glad to have you come in periodically and enjoy that delicious food from Louisiana.
Well, that is true. And when I'm in Louisiana, I know my daughter drives her crazy, but I go to Popeyes because I said, listen, I want the authentic. And she always says, well, Dad, you go to the authentic in New York and New Jersey. And it is true. Now, the rollout is not done yet. You still are redoing the stores. You're still getting that pop every time you redo them, right?
Yes, we have about 65% of our stores remodeled in a beautiful Louisiana Story remodel, and by the end of this year, it'll be 80%. And Jim, we're starting to see indications that's really changing the way the guest thinks about Popeyes, our great food, and are coming in more often to visit.
Now, Cheryl, do we have to worry once you annualize all the redos and then you're going to start having more difficult comparisons?
You know, every day's a new day in retail, and we plan to continue to have higher media, higher innovations, sharp price points to keep that story going. Jim, there's still a long way to go in our average unit volumes, we believe, and growth in our lunch business particularly. So there's still a lot of upside in our current restaurants, and then, of course, the new restaurants we're building at a rapid clip.
Cheryl, I was shocked when I see how much money a person can make if they own a Popeyes. I own a restaurant. We're not in your league. And one of the things that I thought was that if credit's starting to ease up, will there be these great people who've worked their way up at a Popeyes be able to have more franchises?
Absolutely. In fact, many of our franchisees started in the front lines of our restaurant. That's one of the things we love about the career opportunities we offer to people in our stores. And in fact, about half of our franchisees started in our restaurants. So it's a wonderful opportunity to move from learning the business in the restaurant to owning the business. The returns, our returns are top tier cash-on-cash returns. Popeyes is one of the hottest investment properties in quick service, and there's capital available to grow when you're performing like we're performing.
Now, Cheryl, each time you surprise me with a new country that turns out to like Popeyes, we talked about some Latin American countries. We know that Turkey likes Popeyes. Where is it now being, where's the uptake right now that's surprising?
Well, you know, I just got back from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. It was my first trip to this new market where we have 6 fresh, gorgeous new restaurants. We got there before even McDonald's built a restaurant, and it's very exciting to see this emerging economy coming to the cities, coming to new jobs at Popeyes, and we really feel like we're participating in something exciting there.
Well, you've done an amazing job. I was hoping, you know, I saw this quarter. I said, wow, they're going to pop it. I didn't think they'd take it up 14%, but that's just a great job. Cheryl Bachelder, CEO of Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen. Thank you so much for coming on.
My pleasure.
Guys, this is it, okay? This is still ground floor. I know it doesn't seem like it after it's plus 14% or up 80% since we started, but it's still ground floor Popeyes. I like it. I also love to eat this stuff. Stay with Cramer.